Hey guys, Derek here. I was working with a customer today that had a 2010 Chevy Traverse. It was a crank, no start condition. And he told me that he was able to plug into the computer system and check for codes. And there was 3 diagnostic trouble codes he was getting: P0087, P0627, and a P069E. The P069E is a very common code that we see when there's a fuel system issue on these vehicles. This could be a bad fuel pump, faulty fuel pump flow control module, or anything causing no fuel pressure. But let me just share with you the description here for this P069E code. It says the fuel pump control module uses the serial data network to signal the engine control module that the fuel pump control module is requesting malfunction indicator lamp illumination. So in other words, the fuel pump flow control module sends a signal to the engine control module that, hey, there's something going on, that we see an issue with the fuel system, and we want you to turn the check engine light on. So basically, we see this code all the time, and that's what this means. Again, like I said, this could be an issue with the fuel pump, or it could be an issue with the fuel pump flow control module, or a wiring issue. So you don't want to replace the pump when it's a faulty fuel pump flow control module, and vice versa. So the question is, how do we diagnose this problem? So I was able to pull a wiring diagram of this circuit, and here it is. You can see the fuel pump flow control module, and here's the fuel pump. So basically, if you wanted to go ahead and diagnose this on your own, what you would need to do is, what I would recommend that you do, is go to the fuel pump flow control module, which is located under the vehicle, near the rear by the fuel tank, and you're going to access the connector. All right, so this is actually the connector from the fuel pump flow control module to the fuel pump. It's X308, connector 308. And what you can do is, you can see this is the ground. It's a pink wire, and then this is the power supply wire to the pump. If you were, for example, to supply power and ground to these 2 wires, the fuel pump should run at full speed, and you should see approximately 60, 70, 80 psi of fuel pressure. Okay, I would recommend to do this. You could use a jumper. I would recommend to do this test with a power probe. You just simply hook up a ground to this wire, and then you just apply 12 volts right here going to the pump, and it'll run full speed. So you can always try it with a scan tool. If the vehicle isn't starting, chances are there's something wrong with the circuit, so a scan tool may not work. You can always try if you have access to one, under the bidirectional controls, but your best bet's going to be to use either a jumper wire or a power probe to go ahead and power up this circuit. So if the pump runs when you do this, chances are the fuel pump flow control module is bad. And that's actually what we had found with the gentleman I was working with today. And it turns out we had a bad fuel pump flow control module. He was able to get it replaced and get it installed, and that got the vehicle back up and running. But if you run that test, power here and ground there, and that either you got low fuel pressure or the pump doesn't turn on, you got a bad fuel pump. You need to go ahead and replace that to resolve this issue. Keep in mind, so before you go ahead and replace this fuel pump flow control module, you need to make sure that you check the powers and the grounds. Everybody always overlooks this. So right here you can see the ignition voltage comes from the ignition main relay. It's a 10 amp fuse, PCM ignition fuse in the underhood fuse block. All right, and then there's also battery voltage. So it's constant battery voltage even with the ignition turned off. This comes from FSCM 25 amp fuse in the underhood fuse box. So if you go right to this fuel pump control module, we have pink wire, pin 15, and a red wire with a white stripe on pin 32. Should have battery voltage, and then here's your ground. All right, and then here is a connector view of this X308, connector 308. All right, so when you get to the fuel pump flow control module or the fuel pump, what you're going to see, this is going to be the connector that's going to be between the 2. All right, so remember back here, this is pin 1 and pin 2. It's a gray wire on pin 1 and a pink wire on pin 2. Okay, so here we have It's going to look something like that. All right. Pin 1, gray, fuel pump voltage. Pin number 2, ground. So when you access this connector, you're going to go right here, pin 1, and then the middle pin is number 2. Power and ground, and that pump should run full speed. So I think that is about it for this diagnosis. Heads up, I want to show you guys this. This vehicle uses a couple different fuel sensors. All right, so this one right here is a fuel pressure sensor. So this one obviously measures the fuel pressure in the fuel pressure line. Okay, and this one is wired again to the fuel pump flow control module. But now look at this one. Here's your engine control module, and now we have a fuel rail pressure sensor that's wired to the engine control module, the main engine computer. So I think on this one, the P0087, I think indicated, I think it was this sensor. I'll have to double check. I'll put it in the listing for you below, or in the description for you below. But if you get this code, don't be confused between the two sensors. This one is going to be on the fuel line. I believe it's underneath the vehicle. It's on the or the fuel line before it gets to the rail. This one is on the fuel rail itself. It's probably going to measure, this vehicle has a high pressure pump, and this one is going to measure, I believe it's going to measure your high pressure system on the fuel rail. So there you have it, guys. Other than that, that's pretty much how you diagnose this fuel system. You know, again, I would recommend to use a power probe here, and again, you can use a bidirectional scan tool to see if you can get the fuel pump to run. Sometimes the fuel pump flow control module won't communicate if it goes bad. Sometimes it gets corroded and it just won't communicate, it won't turn on. So, and if that's the case, you won't be able to use a scan tool. You're gonna have to use either jumper wire or another way to power up that pump. And of course, if it doesn't have power on either one of these circuits, guys, this fuel pump flow control module won't power up and it won't work. And of course the ground as well. So I hope that helps. I'll leave all this information here in the description for you guys below the video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.